You know, if you separate that out, it'd be a lot easier to.
Yeah, but he's retarded. He's not going to do that.
Uh-oh.
Fuck you.
Okay. I see
Saying
one.
you're the one who did it wrong.
Two,
Don't blame
Hey,
me.
you fucking
I mean, quite honestly, if you find the D, if you can find the DMV, you can put a space in between your links.
Yeah, exactly.
I could. Better?
Yes.
A lot easier.
Jesus. Man.
Jeez,
This
dear.
one also, this one
was
also
a
has 2 links in it, right?
Huh?
Where it says, okay. They both say, they all say.
Hyperallergenic Muslims.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I see what you're doing now. I understand.
Okay, nice.
All right. Hey,
There you go.
good evening,
Holy
everybody.
shit. He can be taught.
Yeah. Oh, and he's even got a ceiling bird.
Good house. All right. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Midnight Show. I'm going to play the intro, much to Tarbot's chagrin, and we're going to get this shit started. God damn it. And here we go.
Welcome to the Midnight Show with the Midnight Crew. Rotncorpse, Angela Arrega, James Colley, Terry Diamantis, and our host, T. Alexander, with special guests, Kyiverdam, with that, ladies and gentlemen, let us begin.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Midnight Show. We have the Midnight Crew as usual. James Colley, Angela Ariaga, Rotncorpse, Kyivedam Mantis, and we have our special guest tonight, Kyiverdam. Really quickly, I want to highlight James's GoFundMe. He's in some dire straits and he needs a little assistance. It's pinned in the chat, and it's also in the links. Again, James, I'm sorry about last week. I totally forgot about it.
No worries. I appreciate it. And to those that have donated, thank you so much. And those that thought about donating but couldn't, I appreciate the sentiment. I really do.
I normally don't donate to family, but I guess I can give you a few bucks.
Well, don't feel bad if you can't. Do not run yourself short to help somebody else. That's part of how I got into my problems.
I guess I'll start off with shit that pissed me the fuck off this week.
You got some of that too?
Yes.
Is one of those things going to be Jack and Moonshot bailing on the corner like pussies?
I know, those bastards.
And can I go after you then? I got some ranting I'd like to do.
Oh, go right ahead. I was just going to talk about the crappy shit about Derek Chauvin, people like cheering that he almost fucking killed. Like,
go ahead.
Huh?
I think you just did, James.
I want to rant after you do. So go on with your rant.
Oh no, go right ahead, James.
No, you go ahead.
Oh my God! Somebody go.
Stream
You're both retarded. There we go.
Thank you, Ron.
You think we pissed off Stream Mom?
Jesus Christ, you guys just have to say this.
Stop it. Get some help.
Stop
Okay. James, Tier already said his rant. He just shortened it down to like 3 seconds. It's your turn.
That's not a rant. That's a PMS statement.
Oh, go to hell.
And mine isn't
I
really
think you mean
a
PSA, so we're gonna.
no PMS. That's the precursor to you need a lawyer.
All right, go ahead, James Colley. Go. You got the floor.
Mind you, I'm divorced, so do not take my advice to heart. I mean, really don't. And saying things like that's a PMS statement is a sure way to make sure that you get divorced.
Yeah,
No.
I'll take a joke.
So with that said,
Well, get on with it.
this week was shit. I can't rant when you're doing shit like that, Rodden. Anywho, this week was Thanksgiving, and you know, we all have that one family member that pushes us and just think that they're just so much fucking better than you.
Yes.
I haven't talked to them in fucking years.
Yeah, I've tried not to. But unfortunately, in my family, it is my sister's live-in. And I swear, from the time that he got there, his throat started making this noise. And
Yes, dear.
I really wanted to cut it out and find out why it was doing that.
James just sees him and goes,
Shut up!
And to be honest with you, instead of having a Southern Thanksgiving where the cops are called and all that, I took one of my anxiety meds.
Probably smarter.
It was a lot smarter because I got stoned for Thanksgiving, which I can highly recommend.
No, you cannot.
I highly
He does not
recommend
that.
It depends what kind of stone, because
he recommends that if you were able to legally get stoned in your location, that he would recommend that you could do that for Thanksgiving.
Exactly.
Yes, exactly.
Just have enough alcohol, provided you're above drinking age and all that, to take the edge off. Not enough to where you start slurring your words and go, "Is that the SWAT team? Mom."
Oh my God. Okay.
Just remember, for this whole discussion,
everything I'm about to say is satire, irony, pre and post irony in Minecraft.
Yes.
Correct.
My Thanksgiving was just me, my mom, and my stepdad, so I didn't have to deal with any relatives.
yeah, I just showed up at my folks'
Not
house.
that they're like that anyway.
Did you feed any of your kitties? Did you feed any of your kitties turkey?
Me, I gave Clarice a little tiny bit of it.
Yeah. Always give the kitties turkey. That's what they need.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, that sucks, John.
That kitties need turkey.
Cats need turkey.
I'm sorry about that, Sean. Hopefully you have a late Thanksgiving.
Oh,
Thanksmas. Do Thanksmas like Scribe does.
That works.
Yeah, worked it.
Oh.
well, y'all can all get together and give each other sickness. Then you can all be down with the sickness.
I just hope
Thank
you feel
you.
better soon, Sean.
I had to
Also,
switch
if
back
you
over.
have any like sore throat type issues, hot lemonade with honey.
Oh, if you're going to do that, no. Just get the tequila, the honey, hot toddy.
All right, I'm going.
Honey
to
whiskey's good for that too. Throw a cinnamon stick in there and nuke it.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. And why do you want to waste good whiskey with cinnamon?
Yeah,
Okay, what was Tyr trying to say?
I was about to say I'm going to post the first Hey, Spud Gun, what up?
Spud,
Post the first article I want Angela to read.
are you on live, Spud? Live chat? I have to remind him every time I greet him.
Which one am I starting with here, Breitbart?
The one at the bottom, the one about
Hypoallergic.com. Hyperallergic.com. Oh boy. Okay.
I got a question for all the guys. What do you think about Rome?
Well, Timmy,
I've been there once. It was nice enough.
do you like movies about gladiators, Timmy? Have you ever seen a grown man shower?
Okay.
Cat didn't like that one. Veggie.
Let me know when to start.
Tell me where y'all can see it.
Yep. Oh, this dumb shit.
Yep.
Mhm.
Go right ahead, Angela. The floor is yours.
UK Museum reclassifies Roman Emperor as trans woman. Contemporaries of Emperor
That guy.
Elagabalus described the ruler's preference for being called lady. The North Hertfordshire Museum in the United Kingdom has reclassified a Roman emperor as a transgender woman and will refer to the ruler with she/her pronouns. The institution cited ancient Roman writings claiming that Elagabalus, who held power between 218 and 222 CE, before being assassinated at the age of 18, wore women's clothing and preferred to be called lady. And now we know why they were assassinated at 18.
You know why he was assassinated at 18? He was a brain sucker.
I think we just found out. While the official classification is new, scholars have long discussed that name, sexual and gender identity, and the British Museum's biography of the emperor states that she sought a gender-affirming surgery and frequently wore women's garments. Depictions of the ruler in recent centuries have emphasized her feminine qualities, beauty, and opulence. That word, who was born and lived in Syria before assuming the Roman throne at age 14, was also described as being sexually promiscuous. Roman historian Cassius Dio wrote that she had 5 wives, the last of whom was a man, and that she was termed wife, mistress, and queen. Some scholars have pointed out that name. Contemporaries have intentionally written discrediting texts about the leader and was ultimately overthrown and assassinated by high-ranking political leaders. Zach?
Wait a minute, Angela. I just love how this shit is just coming up in current year. If this was any other time in history, this would have been assumed to be one of 3 things. Someone who did not like the emperor and wrote bad shit about him. The emperor being crazy as fuck, or it being an outright lie. But nowadays, it's considered, he wasn't crazy, he wasn't insane, he was just trans. Or the writer who cited this shit that you're referencing had a grudge against the emperor and did not like him, discredited him historically. Like current year bullshit.
Okay, are there any kind of hieroglyphics or paintings of this son of a bitch getting fucked up the ass
I don't
or
think there
sucking a
are.
dick?
I
Then leave it alone.
I mean, it was common that Romans had gay sex. This isn't anything new. But they didn't consider themselves women.
Yeah, I mean, they were considered boy lovers, and there were men that grew up in that lifestyle where, of course, if that's what you're going to know, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
James.
I know I started to go off topic.
Okay.
I noticed that there for a second.
Terry wrote something now informative in chat.
Ancient Greeks and Tari, you could say this shit.
I tried before and no one listens to me, so I stopped talking.
That's a fucking lie. We listen.
I'm sorry.
I was saying
No,
something.
James is not drunk, Sean. James is
I'm
having
drunk.
a really hard time with his oxygen.
I'm drunk.
I'm drinking.
Yeah, that.
I should go get my liquor, but it's downstairs. I don't
That's kind of what I was talking about. I was saying something, people started talking over me, and then when I put it in chat, no one even acknowledged that I put it in chat. So it's like, okay, I'll just not bother with the stream. I'll stick in chat.
No, I was.
I wasn't
Sorry
trying
about
to talk over you, Terry. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I don't mind. It's just if that's the way it's going to be, I'll just stay in chat. It's like,
It's not that. Well, again, sometimes I'm not paying attention to chat.
Well, how about this? Let's just fucking move on.
Go to house. We're moving on. Angela, go ahead. Tari, use your words. Use your words.
fuck you.
Not
No.
your hands.
Zachary Hertz, a classic scholar and that person's name, expert at the University of Colorado at Boulder, told Hyperallergic that he struggles with the concept of retrospectively assigning identity, adding that these texts were almost certainly meant to discredit that person, and that the authors of these accounts were working for the statesmen who overthrew said person in a coup.
Exactly. That's exactly what I said. It was all fucking lies because somebody hated him.
Although none of that person's own writing survived, coins and portrait busts issued under the emperor's reign are still around today. The people making these coins and statues would have had a strong incentive to depict that person the way he wanted to be seen. So you can use these media to see what they wanted to look like. Hertz said, "It happens that these coins and statues all depict that person as male, right down to the sad teenage boy mustache." On the other hand, if a current person today reads about that person and feels less alone, it's hard to begrudge them that, Hertz continued. My own personal take is that that person doesn't show us trans people in antiquity, yay, words, but does show us other ways of doing sex, gender, and sexuality. The North Hertfordshire Museum owns one coin featuring that person's face. A spokesperson for the institution told the BBC that it is only polite and respectful to be sensitive to identifying pronouns for people in the past.
This whole statement right here.
I want to hurt somebody.
This entire statement is current year as fuck. Like, again, you can't say that if, like the man earlier, Zachary Hertz, he said, if he wanted to be depicted that way, he'd have been depicted that way. I don't see a chick. I see a classic Roman emperor or a Roman bust.
I just almost said something bad. Never mind.
Behold, there it is.
I was going to say I see the precursor to Michael Jackson.
But go ahead, Tyree, you want to say something?
No, I was just laughing at Angela. Angela's the Michael Jackson thing.
I finished the article, and yeah, I'm just sad now.
All this current year bullshit. It really is. They want to reclassify people who may have been mentally insane or now, if you would have told me he was gay, I'd accept that because males fucked each other. This is common knowledge. Okay. You tell me it's trans, I'm like, you don't know that.
I would even suggest he probably just liked anal sex, and that's why but like receiving anal sex. He was like gay, and that's why he said he wanted to be referred to as a woman because he was taking the womanly role in the sex.
This is my response to the author.
Well, not the author. I don't think it's the author. The author
and the people saying that the bullshit.
Yeah, the people saying the bullshit true, but not the author. The author is just reporting.
Yeah,
I like that they gave that Hertz guy more time countering the argument than they did the stupid freaking museum.
James dropped.
Uh-oh. James down.
He'll be
back.
Mm-hmm.
While that's going through, want to see the meme I didn't realize I put on my Facebook that's probably going to piss off some of the people I used to work with and went to school with?
What?
All right, that's
there.
When she says you don't know my story.
Harambe was the same.
Harambe died for that.
That's what I thought it was as well when I first put it, and it's just like, oh shit, that was the straight interracial red pill because that kid ain't white.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Harambe died for that kid's sin.
Half white.
That's what that is. Welcome back, James.
That was a little bit of an oopsie doodle.
Oopsie.
Well, fuck it. It is what it is.
Oh.
The first one with Kathy Griffin.
Breitbart?
Yep.
No boy.
Oh,
the stupid.
Well, that's being brought up. I saw a video earlier that had a great thing in there. Why is Dwayne Johnson the only one who can turn a lesbian?
Because Rock beats scissoring.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Well done, Terry.
Ah!
It seems like the obvious
that
setup.
meme. Sorry. Go.
Go ahead, Terry. Was there something?
What's up?
He knew the answer because of the rocker. He probably heard it before as well.
No, as soon as you said Dwayne Johnson, I was thinking of rock jokes.
Yep.
And then when you mentioned the lesbian, it's like, okay, that's got to be
it. Terry on the fucking ball right there, buddy.
Terry's fucking cheating. He's an AI. It doesn't fucking count. All right.
Okay.
Kathy Griffin went. Oh, wait a minute. Right.
Is it time?
Wait a minute. Pull it back some.
Me?
No, I'm
No.
talking about his
Doesn't see
meme.
anything up this on here. This is all of it because it's just a thing down here.
I do like that one.
I can't see what it says.
My life as a black person. I'm black. A courageous tour de force in taking a stand and repeatedly reminding others, yes, you are black. He is black, The Economist. Inspiring one of many insistent accounts of being black you'll read this year. He is black, The Guardian. He is black, and he will let you know it. It's about time that somebody had the bravery to say it again and again and again and again. He is black, HuffPost. His blackness shines through on every page. He is black. You'll be left in no doubt he is black, The New York Times.
It shouldn't be
Wow. What race is he?
I just realized something.
his black. What?
Okay.
Oh shit, that's right. I'm not a mod.
All right. Let me know when I'm supposed to start reading.
Let me bring up the present. This one's gonna piss somebody off. And I couldn't book her for our show. She wanted far too much money than I'm willing to pay.
I told you if she showed up on the show, I was walking out.
Bro, she tries to get on this show. She better pay me.
I don't have enough money to pay her booking fees. $20 is a lot of money.
No. I don't think you understand. She wants to come on this show. She gonna need to pay you.
Who's reading this one?
Me.
She's got to pay for it, but at the same time, she's getting her jollies off.
Oh Lord!
Am I reading
in private chat?
What'd you say?
I posted something in private chat if you're interested.
I can post it up. Hold on, let me look up.
It's a video.
Wait. I gotta play this.
Oh boy.
Kyiverdam was kind enough to give us something, and I think we should play it.
James.
Maybe turn it up a little bit more, and
I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all. I'm blickety black, blacker than black, I'm blacker than black, yo, because I'm black and I'm black. Yo, I'm black and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blickety black, black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, because I'm black.
Oh wow.
Did I mention that I'm black, y'all?
Indeed.
Oh, now you tell me.
All right. And take it away.
All right. Kathy Griffin says she meows like a cat, moos like a cat, and there's not even an and there, moos like a cow to deal with her Trump-induced PTSD. Kathy Griffin says she meows like a cat and moos like a cow during yoga in order to deal with her Trump-induced PTSD. Griffin, whose career imploded in 2017 after she posed with what appeared to be the severed head of then-President Donald Trump in a bloody photo shoot, told Vulture that she now does something called cat-cow in order to deal with PTSD.
Wait.
That isn't how you do that, bitch.
Wait. Hold on, Angela. I just want to point out one small fact. Her career was tanking way before this shit ever happened.
She took cat cow literally, Tier. She just broke my brain.
Oh no.
My
I
cat
believe
is
there's an old
asleep.
saying for something like this. It's that bitch is retarded.
Yes, she is. And on a special level.
My cat is taking offense at that lady.
I'm in agreement with Kyiverdam's cat.
Kyiverdam's cat is a right wise animal.
Yes.
The comedian explained she makes animal noises while doing
Oh, I'm
the
sorry.
cat-cow.
I got to interrupt you just for a second. Angela, it was just really funny the fact that, like, we all basically, we're in agreement, and then you just hear, like, the cat go, meow. Sorry. Please continue.
The comedian explained, yes,
Hey, before
dear.
we quit, hold on. I don't think she's a 304. 304 would imply that she's desirable in any way. No. She's attention seeking, yes, but not a 304.
I mean, I'm pretty sure there's some guy with low enough standards.
Or a whore for attention. Or 304 for attention.
Excuse me. I'm throwing up a little after you mentioned that somebody would
I mean, they're most likely going to be at a bar or addicted to narcotics.
Okay. Maybe she can pull a blind guy. Go ahead,
The
Angela.
comedian explained that she makes animal noises while doing the cat and cow poses during yoga. It's when I get on all fours like a kitty cat and then arch my back, and I am instructed by the teacher to say the word meow. Your teacher is a retard too. I feel like a fucking fool, but I do it, she said. And then I unarch my back and wait for it. I move like a cow, Griffin added. PTSD is a bitch, and when I get PTSD attacks, I can't stop vomiting. So if I have to meow like a kitty cat and move like a cow, I'm gonna fucking do it.
Angela, wait a minute. Wait. So I'm speaking to the choir when I say we all know what PTSD, right, is. I'm pretty sure she doesn't have PTSD. I had a teacher in middle school who literally had PTSD.
You don't even need to analyze it as much as you are. Do you know what she's claiming she has PTSD from?
Yes.
You don't get PTSD from a president getting elected. That doesn't happen.
TDS.
She had TDS. Yes. Not PTSD. That's not the same. All right, Angela, I'm sorry about that.
Elsewhere in the interview, Griffin, who is set to hit the road with her newly announced My Life on the PTSD List tour, said she has PTSD in part from being investigated by the Department of Justice over her infamous bloody photo shoot with the severed head of a U.S. president.
Well, she probably shouldn't have done that then.
I actually do have PTSD, and I'm laughing because I thought it was only for combat veterans, she said. But apparently,
rape survivors as well can get it.
But apparently, if you're put under investigation by the Department of Justice and the president wants you to be charged with conspiracy to assassinate the president, you're put.
No one thought you had a conspiracy to assassinate the president. You're too fucking stupid to get near enough.
Damn.
Like, literally, you're the person who would try to light off a bomb in your fucking shoe, and you just blow up yourself, and it wouldn't even be the entirety of you. You'd blow off one of your fucking toes.
Damn.
And you're put on the no-fly list, and then your tour is canceled because of bomb threats, and then your phone doesn't ring for 6 years, and then you get cancer and lose part of your voice because half of your lung is gone. You gotta laugh about it, Griffin added.
Wait a minute. So, all right, your phone not ringing for 6 years is a you issue. You did all this shit. And the no-fly list, you threatened you even if it was performance art, you actively simulated the severed head of a U.S. president. You think people aren't going to be like, yeah, we need to investigate you for.
Well, I mean, if this would have been before President Obama, no one would have gave a fuck because they did all types of shit like that at like rodeos and shit for all the other presidents. It wasn't until President Obama that all of a sudden, hey, that's racist. You can't do that.
There was a play ages ago where I believe it was Julius Caesar, Shakespeare in the Park, where one of the scenes where they killed Julius Caesar was they killed the U.S. president, the current U.S. president. That's what they did. They've done it every president since they started doing it, and it's a parody, not a parody. It's just for the fucking play.
Yeah.
You know, no one bats an eye at it because they've done it. Every time they've done it, they use every U.S. president. However, this shit here was because of a particular dislike for a certain body.
She didn't get, canceled because, of what she did about Trump, considering the fact, like, all of the media is against, like 90% of the media is against Trump and that whole thing. She didn't get canceled. People just stopped giving a fuck about her.
No, people didn't give a fuck about her before.
Yeah.
I think, well, it's clear that what she did was a joke. Like, she wasn't sincerely threatening the president. I do think that the Secret Service has a responsibility to take it seriously. Like, she should have been investigated. She shouldn't have actually had anything happen to her other than an investigation to make sure that this was just, her being a retarded.
What I still think should happen is they should have investigated her, sent 3 Mexican mothers over to her house with chanclas in hand, and fucking smacked the shit out of her and told her to stop being retarded.
The no-fly list thing, you get put on there. It's just because you're a security risk. Like, they not sure until you get, that shit clears up. They can't have you fucking flying out. That's just what it is. Like, if you're on there, there's a reason why you're on there, and you don't stay on there forever. Especially if you don't do shit or they stop investigating you. So
Maybe they thought it was the 90s and no fly means she's just not cool.
She wasn't fucking cool in the 90s either, so what the fuck?
I don't think she's ever been cool.
No, of course not.
I don't pay attention to her.
The only thing I've ever seen her in is one episode of Seinfeld and that god-awful show. Was it Suddenly Susan that she was in? That's it. That's it. That's all I know her from.
Honestly, I think that's all I know her from, too. Huh.
I only know her from the news.
Yeah, I can't remember what she's done before this because she's been fucking irrelevant since she became famous.
Well, she was definitely in an episode of Seinfeld.
I want to say she used to do the fucking New Year's Eve countdown thing.
She did use it.
She was friends with someone who was on it, so she used that to weasel her way into fame.
Maybe. I haven't seen that.
She did do New Year's Eve countdown.
Yeah, she was definitely in Seinfeld. She was definitely in a sitcom. I think it was Suddenly Susan, but I might be misremembering which one.
It is Suddenly Susan. I know that much. Go ahead, Andrew. Let's continue on because.
As Breitbart News reported, Griffin announced in 2021 that she had been diagnosed with lung cancer and had to undergo surgery to remove half a lung. I love talking about this stuff, which I know initially doesn't sound hilarious, the comedian said, of her recent life experience, adding that she feels America has finally forgiven her, as she has been getting phone calls again. Something has happened where it's almost like America has finally forgiven me for something, Griffin told Vulture. All of a sudden, I got a call from the Mirage in Vegas, and they were the first to say, yes, we want you to do a show. And it sold out. After this long dry spell, all of a sudden, I got a call from a manager, and he got me an agent. And this tour came together like 2 weeks ago, she added. So it's been a shift. And
Do you want to
that
know
is
my
the end
theory?
of the article.
Do you want to know
What?
my theory? She
What?
didn't get forgiven. It's just that with the inflation, she's the only comedian that the Mirage could afford.
Ouch.
That's possible.
Yeah, watch this. She's not even doing a tour.
Ouch.
She's actually just going to be a greeter.
Yeah,
Oof.
that would be awesome.
Ouch.
I got one. I'm pretty sure she's not even going to be that. I'm pretty sure it's going to be, oh, she's friends with Dylan, and maybe we can get Dylan to come and do some Dylan stuff.
Who's Dylan?
Squirrel Boy. Mulvaney?
Oh, no.
Ew.
Y'all didn't see the
I judge you.
didn't see the picture with those two looking like harpies?
I don't care. So no.
Kathy. I'll find it.
It's legitimately a case of I don't care, so no.
I want to horrify somebody.
Again, for the Kathy Griffin thing, we go to this.
I only saw her bit on 9/11 and the widows of the guys who died in the attack. That's it. That's the only comedy stand-up bit I saw of hers.
She
I'm
was.
glad I never saw that.
Here you go. I'm Angela, just for you.
Why?
Because I love you. Can you see it?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize that Dylan Mulvaney looks like if Liev Schreiber were a woman.
They look like they could be related.
Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
They look related.
I've seen Liev Schreiber do drag, and that's a blonde version of that.
Wait a minute. Who just had the ghost noise from Phasmo?
Gotta be wrong. Also, I really love that meme. That's hilarious. I love it.
Give me the
I
crepes.
want that sign. It gives me the crepes.
Kathy and
All
Dylan.
right.
Why did Dylan look more like a woman than Kathy?
Yes, sadly. Ouch.
Maybe because she looks like she was put together by a blonde 3-year-old, and he looks like he's been put together by a blonde 8-year-old. I don't know. Oh man. Last article, and this one gave me. I like this one. This one, Rodney would like this one too. Let me put it in chat. Where are you?
Let me know when to start.
Hold on. I'm posting copy, and there we go. Over here. There we are. It's in chat to everybody if you want to follow along.
Oh yeah, I saw some of this whole shit, and now this dude.
What is this?
This is some bullshit.
All right. Can you see it?
Yeah.
I can. Yeah.
There you go.
A Kentucky man shot down an $1,800 drone hovering over his sunbathing daughter and was then arrested and charged with first-degree criminal mischief and first-degree wanton endangerment. My daughter comes in and says, "Dad, there's a drone out here flying." The man, 47, told the local news affiliate reporter Tuesday The Bullitt County father shot at the drone, which crashed in a field near his yard on Sunday night. The owner of the drone claims that he was only trying to take a picture of his friend's house, the station reporter.
Right.
I went and got my shotgun and said, I'm not going to do anything unless it's directly over my property, Mr. Meredith said. The drone briefly disappeared when his daughter waved it off. Within a minute or so, it came. It was hovering over the top of his property, and I shot it out of the sky. Didn't shoot across the road, didn't shoot across my neighbor's fences. I shot directly into the air. Mr. Meredith said that 4 men tried to confront him after the drone was shot out of the sky, then changed their mind when they saw his personal firearms.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is where news organizations get retarded because they did not have a 40 millimeter. That's a big fucking gun. You know, it's usually called a cannon. So most likely it's at a 40 Smith & Wesson Glock. So either a G23 or a G27 most likely. I'm sorry. Yeah, G23 or a G22. Your full size or compact. When they started toward me, I told them if you cross the sidewalk, there's going to be another shooting. I agree with him.
Mm-hmm.
The police arrested the homeowner soon afterward. There was some words exchanged about my weapon and that I was open carry, which is completely legal, he said to the station. Long story short, after that, they took me to jail for whatever the fuck wanton endangerment first degree in criminal mischief because I fired a shotgun in the air. I mean, technically you fired it at something, not just in the air. So he was looking at legal action he could take in response to the incident. He said he only fired the weapon because it was hovering over his home. He says his rights are being trampled on, not only on a local level, but on a state and federal level. We need to have some laws in place for handling these kinds of things. And I completely fucking agree with them because as soon as it got brought out there that his daughter was out there, they waved it away and went away because like he was just trying to get a picture of his friend's house. There was no reason to go over that person's property.
Mm-hmm.
Flat out. This motherfucker was being a pervert.
Precisely. And they backed the fuck down when they saw he was armed. They didn't want that smoke. It's literally some stupid bullshit. Like, drones are fucking insane. Like, they lucky that's all he did. Because if it was me, yeah, somebody's getting shot. Where's Will when I need him?
Come on,
Well,
let me see a fucking comparison.
What?
That's not going to work.
But you're pulling up a 40 millimeter cannon and a 40 Glock.
Go over to here.
While you're doing that, I'm going to look for some asshole stories.
Present.
Yay.
Share screen.
At the stage.
If you can see it.
Whoa.
Down here in the bottom left-hand corner is the typical 5.56. This doesn't even show the 40 millimeter, but it's bigger than this one, which is a 30 millimeter by 173 millimeter case.
Oh, jeez.
That's
so this just goes to show you that it's like of why I get annoyed and many other, it's like gun people get annoyed when news journalists are fucking retarded. Like one of my personal favorites is they try to show how dangerous an AR-15 is, and they show a guy shoot a watermelon, and a shell's not ejected until he pumps it, and you realize it's a fucking shotgun that he fired. Or I shouldn't say it's like if you pay attention, you see a much bigger casing on it. It's like, yeah, he just fired a fucking shotgun. Gosh, it pisses me off.
I know, Rodden. That's probably why I put it up there. Making my first uncomfortable while telling me he was. Well, look after my pet for 5 days.
Okay, there's that.
We're talking about no.
Post real quick. Do I have some of my bookmarks for that? Oh, did you see the thing on it's on Reddit Lies? Goes boyfriend proposed. I said yes, but I have worries. I'm 28 and a single mother to a 6-year-old son. My boyfriend recently proposed. I said yes, but I'm worried I may be settling. I met my boyfriend on OkCupid 2 years ago after a string of terrible dates. All I could find were men who just wanted sex or didn't truly understand the compromises needed to date a single mom. My boyfriend is a kind, sweet, thoughtful man, and has embraced my son as if he was his own. He showed my son how to ride a bike, takes him to football camp. My boyfriend is more involved in my son's life than his own father. My boyfriend asked me out. He wasn't really my type. He was only slightly taller than me. I'm 5'8". The bulk of what he wears is jeans and t-shirts, and I have to constantly tell him to get his hair cut. He cleans up well, but his laissez-faire attitude towards grooming is a turn-off and does affect our sex life. We share bills 50-50, and he doesn't really like to splurge on a nice dinner. I hinted wanting a romantic getaway, and he surprised us with a trip to Disney World. While well-intentioned, I didn't really feel special in our relationship. Or I don't really feel special in a relationship. I can't help but worry that if we were to get married, that I would be settling for less than I want and deserve in a relationship. I don't want just comfortable, but romance, passion. Sometimes it feels like we just really are close roommates. I asked my dad what he thinks. I asked my dad, and he thinks I'm foolish to let it go. I could really use advice from the women here, or if anyone has similar thoughts and overcame them. Bitch, you're retarded.
Marry him now.
You should be alone. Would you say, Ty?
Marry him now before he changes his mind and realizes he can do better.
Yeah.
He realizes that you're a vapid cow and you're stupid. Like, he's a better father to your son than his actual father. He's also attentive. Yes. He forgets to cut his hair. Oh my God, the world is going to fucking end because you forgot to cut his hair.
But yeah, that's the thing. Is like everything that you're complaining about is superficial, and the stuff that he's good at is the stuff that is actually important. Like he's a good partner and father. Okay, that's 1 point. But he doesn't cut his hair, so that's like -5. Like, that's insane.
Because he doesn't cut his hair and he doesn't wear fancy clothes. She got the ick.
Yeah, basically.
Again, it literally sounds like you're looking for excuses not to say yes, because you think that you want to keep your options open, but you have to remember 2 things. You are a woman with a child. Your options are already fucking slim.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're not gonna beg the billionaire, especially with a kid.
But it's not even that. It's just like a billionaire wouldn't meet her standards if he had messy hair. That is the problem. She's like,
no, her problem is that she got a kid, so when it was time to go out and do something away from home, he planned on something that the kid could go with them on.
Yeah.
He's a good potential step-parent, and she's bitching about it.
No, but what I'm saying is, even if she left him and found herself a billionaire who for some reason was willing to put up with her, she wouldn't be happy with the billionaire if the billionaire had messy hair. Like, that is how ridiculous her standards are.
Just marry the guy.
Yep.
Give
Before
your
he
kid,
realizes that he's making a mistake.
give your kid a stable life.
Sean, it was just one child, and it was just. I'm sorry, Rod. It was just one kid, and
Yep. One kid who's 6 years old, and the dude's more involved in the kid's life than the kid's own father is.
Yep.
Yeah. Forget he's not that tall. Like his height, like he's only slightly taller than her. Like,
yeah.
I don't know if you saw this one from a while ago, to where it's like someone said it's like this kind of simple date, and this person breezy's like, "This ain't a date. Raise y'all standards." And it's like, you do realize you are not the arbiter of all that is dates.
I think my favorite one was the Cheesecake Factory girl, where she's like, "You're taking this to the Cheesecake Factory," and like she's not good looking in the slightest.
my thing is this: like, look, he said, "I like the Cheesecake Factory. I like it. Like, I shouldn't go into debt to take you out."
Oh yeah,
especially on the first date.
Good. I think he made a good point. Like he wanted to like go up to her apartment, and she said no, because the relationship's not there yet. And his response was, "Well, if we're not there yet, then maybe an expensive restaurant is not where we're at. Maybe we should go somewhere more modest."
See, Cat agrees with you.
Oh, what's really funny is for those things, for the getting food thing. Person was just like, every date don't need to be a 5-star restaurant. The original poster of that. Person responds with, getting fast food ain't a date. You just getting fast food. Person responds, going to the movie ain't a date. It's just watching pixels on a screen.
And thus dating. This is what's the word before? If you say you were dating for a hot minute, it was a special occasion. Yeah, splurging on a special occasion, your birthday, an anniversary, celebrating something big like a promotion. Yes, maybe we should go to that expensive restaurant and dress up a little fancy. But
well, something like that, I'm going to be honest. Stop doing the whole thing of being like, I hinted at it. Just fucking say it. I want to go out to a fancier restaurant and feel special and feel showered and appreciated. Okay, now the whole thing of I want the passion and everything, that's fucking bullshit and a bunch of goddamn romance shit that you've read too many books and seen too goddamn many movies.
But the thing that made it all worse was he actually had a reservation at an expensive restaurant, and they missed the reservation because she turned up an hour late to the date.
Yeah,
and then she had the nerve to complain that she went to the backup option.
Again, look, it was your first date. I don't know you. You don't know me.
I think the guy's partially at fault. He shouldn't have waited an hour for her. He should have given her like 10 minutes, given her a call. If she's still not coming down, like, fine. Then just drive off.
You cut your losses. And he should have cut his losses right when she refused to get out his car. He should have, like, you know what?
No. It never should have gotten to that point. It should have been, she's 10 minutes late, give her a call. If she says, I'll be down in another 50 minutes, he's like, well, you're not going to find me. Bye.
Ramen. Oh my God. I hate that wretched woman.
Yeah.
I should have missed you.
Yeah, it was. This shit is stupid. Like, these people are fucking retarded. Like, you want Disney princess life, but you're not Disney princess material. You want a man to go into debt. Like, I remember a story from ages ago. There was this guy who took his girlfriend out for her birthday. She invited like 8 of her friends and racked up a $3,000 bill on the place, right? He only paid for him and her.
As you should.
Like, I didn't invite your friends out. You invited those girls. And they racked up this big ass bill. I'm not paying for that. I'm paying for me and you. And I
hope they're good at washing dishes.
And then I remember another story from China. She invited her entire fucking family to a first date. Oh, I wanted to test his generosity.
Yeah. Well, I think actually paying for the entire family would be failing the test because that doesn't prove that you're generous. That proves that you're retarded. You shouldn't do that.
You shouldn't. Like, why? Again, the generation has been corrupted by stupidity. Oh, I'm this amazing. I'm this amazing diamond, and I need to be treated as such. You're not. Like, we're just getting to know each other. Like, you want me to go into debt to shower you with like 5 minutes of attention, and then you may like, you know what? I'm not feeling it, so I'm just going to eat your food and go home. The fuck?
Yeah, dating sucks.
Like, it really does. It's oh well.
I don't do it.
It's literally, you know, hey, let's go out. Well, I don't want to go to this place. Why? It's like my favorite place is M&S World in my city. Favorite place in the world to go. I rarely get to go there. If I'm going to take someone because it's special to me, I will go to M&S. Oh well, I can't go to that place. Then we can't go fucking nowhere. That's one of my places I feel most comfortable. It's open air. It's always in the public eye. If something should happen, there's plenty of escape options for both of us.
Oh, you don't want to go to this place? Well, bye.
Yeah.
I'll be dating halfway.
I seriously would almost, in a lot of cases, love to be the person to have them show up with like their friends and family somehow on a first date. If my dumbass ever got that, to be like, huh? They're like, this is what, you know, my family were here for the first day. Like, if you'll excuse me for a minute, I got to get something out of my car, and I just leave.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
I just send her a text and be like, you can lose my number.
I wouldn't even lie. Like,
dating
I
for
would,
suckers.
go
Dating for suckers. I'm not interested in doing it.
Yeah, we know as an AI, you're not looking for anyone. Some of us are still hopeful romantics.
Yeah.
I'll split the bill.
Like I know I'm an idiot in that whole thing. So
wait a minute. Kyivedam just sent
I don't
me.
think you're an idiot.
oh, I'm saying when it comes to the romance and stuff like that.
I said
I'm
what?
an idiot too.
Oh.
Oh.
This is what she posted in side chat. Having a girlfriend is like having a puppy that you can legally fuck. I mean, think about it. You feed them to make them happy. They enjoy little things like going on walks with you. Their face brightens up when you come home, and they love to cuddle up next to you. Take that. Having a girlfriend is basically like having a dog that can speak and suck your dick.
One good, one bad.
It needs to go on a list.
Among other things.
Someone should take his dogs away too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just to be safe.
Well, he already said that he wouldn't because it's illegal.
Well, I think the point is to call women dogs, not to suggest that he fucks animals.
To be true.
Yeah.
He's basically just saying a girlfriend is like a pet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got one. This one, it's a short one, and I'll put it inside in chat so everybody can see it. We're doing asshole.
Yeah.
You are never gonna.
What?
Nothing.
Thank you, Rodden. Can y'all see it? Pulled it up.
Mm-hmm.
Very short one. Am I the asshole for telling my sister she can't wear a red dress to my wedding, or else she isn't invited?
No. If she's one of the bridesmaids, otherwise it's a. I mean, don't be a dick.
Don't be a bitch.
It is
All
kind of inappropriate to wear red to somebody's wedding.
Yeah.
Unless you're from one of those cultures where red is good luck at a wedding.
That's true, but from what I'm reading, it ain't.
Uh-huh.
My wedding is coming up, and since I've gotten proposed to me and my husband have been adamant about pastel colors being worn by the guests. My stepsister is saying she brought in this expensive dark red dress to wear to the wedding recently, and God, please learn to use punctuation. To the wedding recently, I'm not a hard to deal with person, but I feel like she shouldn't have brought the dress knowing that I wanted people in pastel colors. She also isn't a hard to deal with person usually, so I don't know why she's acting like that. Now, last night I texted her saying she won't be able to come to the wedding if she's planning to wear that dress, and she asked if I will be reimbursing her for the dress, and I told her no. Now she's telling family that I'm being a bridezilla and acting unreasonable. Wow, this is rather easy. Ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm going to have to put this one. Where is it?
Honestly, I'm going to say both. Because it is that whole thing, like, we don't know about the whole culture and everything. But the sister is a guest, not one of the bridesmaids. And I know it might sound dickish. You don't get to dictate what your guests wear.
True.
If you're gonna pull that, you shouldn't have invited her in the fucking first place.
I think I think a lot of fault lies on the sister, because if you buy a dress specifically for this wedding and you pick one that you know goes against the required dress code, then that's kind of like, why? What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, if the sister knows, okay, it has to be this kind of dress, and then she says, I'm going to buy a dress for this wedding and it's going to be not that, then she's being a bitch. I don't know why she did that.
And we're saying, Ramen, is that we don't know what the culture of the original poster is, so
yeah,
whatever.
But that's still kind of superfluous information. Like, if she could have said, like, look, hey.
Yeah,
red is not a pastel color, Ramen. Red does not go in that color.
I think the sister's a kind of an asshole for buying a dress that she knew was inappropriate for the occasion. But the poster is an asshole for actually uninviting her sister. That is way too much of an overreaction.
Wait. I'm sorry. I had to put this one. Tell us, quit being a cunt. Thank you for those words of wisdom, Sean. You are a genius, and yeah. And he's right. Look, red draws attention, taking it away from the bride. It's a dark red. Of course, people are going to look, and I'm pretty sure it's not a low cut, but it's probably one of those Jessica Rabbit dresses.
Yeah.
I really doubt that, but I do think that there are two colors you do not wear to any wedding. You do not wear red, and you do not wear white.
Yeah, you don't. You most definitely don't wear white to a wedding, especially if you're like related to the goddamn bride or the groom.
This is another one that could have just been solved with communication. Like, if the sister had said, "Hey, I found this really beautiful dress that I want to wear to the wedding. It's not pastel colors though. Can you have a look at it and see if you think it's appropriate?" Like, that whole situation is avoided. Why did she buy the dress knowing it was not what the bride wanted.
Probably because both of them are attention seeking.
Probably, but
Obviously, the woman who's getting married who wants to be the center of attention for that because, well, it's her
It's a
fucking wedding.
Yeah.
You know, her and her soon-to-be husband should be the center of attention. And I have a feeling that her sister is also one who vies for the center of attention no matter where she's at.
Yeah, look, I don't think the sister should have bought the dress. But
Yeah.
I think communication would have solved the entire issue if the sister had just said, hey, I found this dress I really like. I want to wear it to the wedding. It's not pastel colors, though. Can you have a look at the dress and see if you'd mind me wearing this to the wedding? And then the poster can say, well, no, that's not going to fit at all. Or, you know what? You're my sister. It's fine. I'll make this one exception. They could have just talked it out. It would have been easily avoided.
It would have been easily avoidable, but clearly she's a bitch. And the ask the sister to reimburse her. Oh, you're going to reimburse her?
That was insane. That was insane.
Who does that?
That's why I said the way it's the story's set and everything, both of them are assholes.
Yeah, I agree.
And retarded. More retarded than an asshole, but definitely asshole.
Yeah.
Retarded.
Well, I think the sister is definitely an asshole for buying the dress knowing it was not what the bride wanted at her own wedding. It's like, okay, you have to know what you're doing there.
Not turning around and saying, though, that because she said she waited to tell her that she is kind of pissed about her buying the red dress.
Yeah, I think
waiting on that was
that's also very that's an
bitchy too.
Yeah,
but other than that,
maybe
I don't think she was a bitch.
I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt. Maybe she just realized she didn't see the dress until again. I'm pretty sure she bought the stepsister bought the dress and I seen the free dress, I'm gonna get it. And then a few days before the wedding, she texted her this is what I'm wearing.
See, this is why if I ever get married, unless that she's wanting to put on a show for her family or something for that whole thing, friend of the court, man. Friend of the court, save all that money from the wedding and use it on a honeymoon or a down payment on a house.
Yeah.
Justice to the peace. Yep. I don't need to stand before God and tell you something that you already know. You're mine. We can go right down to the courthouse.
That's the only reason my brother did. It's when he got married. Technically, he'd already gone to the Justice of the Peace to get married. They did a little bit of a show for his grandparents and kind of our grandparents because we have same mom, different dad.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't get along with his wife. I get along with his wife. I don't get along with his dad's mother. A lot of people don't, though.
All right.
But I don't have to worry about that because all my grandparents are deceased.
Yeah, mine too.
Wait, goes.
Yeah, mine too.
I have one left.
Oh, the second to last one, the last one I had mixed feelings on because I didn't get along with her the most from my grandmother on my dad's side. I'm pretty sure I've told the story. She passed, my grandmother on my mother's side passed probably about 2 months or so after I went to Okinawa in 2017.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a good thing I wasn't there because one of my cousins, she went to go visit because my grandmother decided she was going to be off dialysis. Her husband already passed a few years prior or whatnot, and she just didn't feel like dealing with it anymore, being in her late 70s. So she's actually hearing things better because of not being on dialysis, smelling everything. And so my cousin, she comes in, she goes, "Hey, Grandma, how you doing?" And my grandmother, without missing a beat, says, "I'm dying, dear, but not fast enough."
Mm-hmm.
My mom and her sister, my aunt, are stifling fucking laughter of what their mother just said. I told my mom when she said that, I was like, I am so glad I wasn't there. And if she's like, why? I said, because I wouldn't be able to breathe from laughing so hard. I would have literally fell over. She's like, you would have done that in front of your grandmother. I've been like, oh, I sure as fuck would have.
Mm-hmm. Well, she said it because she wanted to laugh. I mean, it was clearly a joke. It would be rude not to laugh.
It would have been. All right, posting this next one in chat for Tirebot. Let's see. There it is. Am I the asshole for telling my son he and his fiance is spoiled? Shouldn't it be are spoiled?
Yes, it should.
Probably.
Got it up, everybody?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll try to keep this short. Yeah, no. My 57 male son, male 23, is engaged to Peggy, 22 female. They have been engaged for 5 months or so. Our culture dictates that Peggy's father and I share the cost of the wedding. Her father, said we should provide $10K each, a total of $20K budget. I could afford this, sure, but this seems insane and extravagant to me. I said I would give $5K, and he could give whatever he wanted. Peggy's father also put up $5K. I told my son this, and he told me outright it wasn't going to be enough. He said, I don't mind. I don't mind. I figured that me and Peggy would have to pay for some of the wedding. I asked what did he mean, or what he meant, sorry. He said, no way would they be able to do their wedding in under $10K. I said, my own wedding, after haggling and deals, only came out around $7K. So I don't think this is an issue.
What is that?
It's Key.
Key, are you okay?
You all right, Key?
Yeah, I'm fine. Why?
We're hearing like a pop almost.
Mom?
Like something's pawing at something, like it was kind of rhythmic.
Yeah. That's me, the touch screen. Sorry.
Oh. That makes sense.
He argued against me and said that my wedding was 40 years ago and prices are different. He outlined some of the prices and said the cheapest venue he could find was $5K, and food alone would be going to $25K, 2.5. He again said he didn't mind and thanked me for giving them money for the wedding, but I honestly felt hurt that he thought we were not giving enough. I said, how could food come out to $2,500? And he said that it's only around $25 per person. Wow. 100. So you're going to have 100 people there? I suggested ordering pizzas and sub sandwiches.
Okay, that's just shit posting at this point.
Yeah. He looked at me like I was crazy. I said, okay, well, you can just offer less for the photographer and the decorator. And he said, this isn't how things are done. I said, this is how things are done. And maybe if Peggy and him weren't so spoiled and expecting the best of the best for everything, then 10K would be plenty. After I said this, he just closed his eyes, thanked me for the money, and basically told me to get out. I was complaining about this instance to my wife, and she told me I was being a stick in the mud, and this is his only wedding. My friends agree with me, though. Am I the asshole?
Mm-hmm.
Yes and no.
A little bit for some of the suggestions and whatnot, but I do agree with him as well. There was probably more he could look into, and they probably are being a little more bougie than they want to admit.
Yeah, for sure. But as is mentioned at the end, they only get one wedding. I can understand if they want to make it special.
And they only get one wedding if they do things right.
Yeah, but assuming that these people are doing it right, they're going to stay married forever.
That's assuming.
I can understand that they want to have more of an occasion than ordering pizzas for their wedding. Now, the son seemed like he was grateful that he got the 5,000. He's like, he wasn't saying. It doesn't sound like the son was like, "Oh my God, you cheap bastard! How can you only give me this?" It sounds like, "No, thanks for the money. We kind of knew that for the wedding we wanted, we'd have to pay more. So we appreciate you helping as much as you have."
All right, okay, that's the thing. I can see, this is my thing. If you want the strap, like in your culture, like both fathers are expected to pay for the wedding. They're willing to give you 10K. If you can do it for under 10K, then you can do it for under 10K. But if you want the 20K wedding, then you need to pony up the other half.
Well, he's willing to. That's the thing. He's completely willing to pay the extra money to have the wedding he wants.
Yeah, but he should have. My thing is, he shouldn't have said
yes, no, that
anything
I agree
about
with.
it.
He should have just said thank you for the money.
It was tacky and ungrateful sounding as hell.
Yeah.
To turn around and
yeah. The bit where he said, "Me and Peggy knew we'd have to pay some of the money ourselves," that is a bit snotty. That is a bit entitled. But overall, if he wants a 20,000 or whatever price wedding, and that's more than the parents putting in, and he's willing to pay the extra, fine with me. That makes sense.
Well, I mean, agreed. Things have changed in the last 50 years. I agree. Things have changed in the last 10 years. But the father isn't an asshole for giving the money, the amount that he did. He's an asshole for what he said.
Not at all. He's not an asshole for giving them $5,000 in the slightest. That does not make him an asshole in the slightest.
He's also trying to bring up to his son, instead of just going with at cost, trying to haggle, trying to find deals. So that's why I would say in this situation, it's again, he's an asshole, but not as big an asshole as people are trying to make out to him.
Yeah. No, a lot of the things he did, I don't have a problem with. But yeah, I think if you're going to act like your son is, spoiled, I guess. I mean, even that doesn't make you an asshole, but I guess I can understand the son feeling aggrieved. If the dad is lecturing him on how to cut costs on the wedding, he's like, if that's not the kind of wedding that the son wants, then I can understand him being like, "Dad, you don't get it. It's not about saving money. We want to have a special occasion. This is our only wedding."
Yeah, we want to go a little balls to the wall with this one.
Yeah, I can understand.
Then, just, like I kind of said before, the one thing, just make your fucking intentions clear.
Yeah, that will always help. In 100% of these arsehole stories, communicating better eliminates the entire problem.
All right, can you what's your opinion, Keith?
I don't know. Just get married at the courthouse. It's cheaper.
Yeah.
We all agree with that, but they're not going to do it.
My parents,
that's not the wedding they want.
My mom and stepdad did it.
Yeah. Look, if I got married, that's how I'd want to do it. But that's not the kind of wedding that this couple wanted. So I can understand like their side of things.
Sorry, you're never getting married. We all know this.
My mom didn't want all the attention to be on her, so.
Yeah, that's absolutely sensible. I understand that.
Keith just put an asshole story in, and I'm going to read it.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for splitting the bill at dinner and not letting my boyfriend pretend he paid? Oh, shit. I'm sorry. I didn't put it in chat. My bad. Fuck. Copy. Chat. There.
And I have a palate cleanser for all of this afterwards.
I wish I
cool.
had Rich.
Again,
it may not be something everyone likes, but it should be something everyone gets a kick out of.
Again, BG, if you look at the background, The little assholes. I'm one of them. All right. Everybody has it pulled up?
Mm-hmm.
Hi. Si. Oui. Da. Yes.
I, 24 female, have been dating Ben, 26 male, for 8 months. For context, Ben and I are from different income brackets. And Ben has expressed that he sometimes feels a little bit worried about this because he is a gentleman at heart. But he says it's hard to treat me since I'm not really impressed by his gestures. I've said many times that I'm not concerned about these things either way, but it's come up periodically. Last night, Ben and I went to dinner with 6 of my friends. There were 3 men in total and 5 women. At the end of dinner, the 2 guys, Max and Harry, said that he would get the bill, as the guys usually do when we're out. Ben quietly said to me that he wasn't really comfortable with these guys paying for his dinner, so I chipped in with the bill. Ben said thank you, but he could chip in and then I could pay him back afterwards because he didn't want them to know I was paying. Oh, Lord Jesus Christ. This struck me as totally absurd because, firstly, this is an unnecessary step. Second, even splitting the cost was something I wasn't sure he would realistically be able to cover. And third, I feel like he was trying to enter a pissing contest with my friends, which was just childish. I said no, I would just pay, and then turned to everyone and said I'd chip in a third of the bill. No one batted an eyelid, but Ben was sulking. He's now mad that at me, saying I emasculated him and made him look bad in front of my friends. I think he's over dramatizing it because my friends couldn't care less. He needs to get over himself. Am I wrong for not letting him save face? Dude,
She should not date.
Mm-hmm.
She should not date.
Well, she certainly shouldn't be dating this Ben guy because if he's trying to be a gentleman and she's just not impressed, then there's always going to be problems.
She's not the asshole in the situation. Ben just needs to shut the fuck. All right,
I can see why Ben felt emasculated. I can see that.
I can see his reasoning for it, but if that's the thing, I am with Ramen on that. If he can't afford it, he shouldn't be going out.
Yeah, no, that's true too.
Plain and simple.
I agree with that if it's not a case of she said that he had to go. In which case, she should also not be turning around and acting like he's a kept man either.
Well, that's also something that, again, it goes to that whole thing of conversation. But she shouldn't be giving him ultimatums of like it's going out to drinks or whatever or dinner with friends. If he can't afford it and that whole thing, there's nothing that states he has to go. I mean, yes, she's telling him he has to go. He still doesn't have to, and she doesn't have to.
I know this.
And yes,
and
again,
know this,
it's like she's being a dumbass. Both of them are.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But in this particular case, she's the one that turned around and asked if she was the asshole. And therefore, I say yes, you're an asshole.
The way she went about it, I would say yes.
Because I can turn around and see...
I wouldn't even say yes.
You can say no. This was not okay.
If she wanted to pay, then she wanted to pay. You know,
that was me. Sorry.
No worries.
He shouldn't have said try to make her lie.
Well, I mean, I don't even think it really counts as a
he shouldn't be trying to make her lie because
I mean, okay, it's technically a lie, but if it's just I'll pay and then you pay me back, so it doesn't look like
or
I'm emasculated in my own relationship. I can see just go along with it. You have to concede some ground to your boyfriend to, you know,
You can go with that, or you could instead of it was with not necessarily what she said, of how she said it, instead of being like I chip in or something like that. She could have been like, you know what, baby, everything's been going great. It's like everything's been going great enough. Let me treat you tonight. Boom, problem fucking
That would
solved.
have been awesome.
that would have worked a lot better.
Something like that would have been great.
No, but I can absolutely understand why the boyfriend felt emasculated by that situation.
Because it was probably how she said it, not necessarily what she said.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting here going, I can see this. This is a case of she's like, I want to go out with my friends and I want you to come with me. So he goes with her. She and her friends very clearly are
in a different income bracket than this guy.
Yeah. And he was like sitting there going, okay, well, now I can't afford to pay my shit. And I told you this.
Yeah, no, I think, and like Ramen is saying that men have been complaining about equality in paying for dates. Yeah, sure, but everyone has a cultural understanding that men are the providers, and it does look bad for a man if his girlfriend is paying for him. Like, you can say it shouldn't be that way, fine, but it is
unless
that
he's
way.
after a sugar mama.
Yeah,
but from what it sounds like, he's not.
No, but people look down on guys who have sugar mamas. Like, that is a very feminine role to be taking in a relationship. Again, you don't have to like that it's this way, but that's how people will see it.
Yeah, and honestly, she sounds like she wants to be a sugar mama, and he doesn't want that.
No, they should not be dating each other.
No.
Not at all.
Some people are just incompatible.
Yeah. Because even like in her telling of the situation, she admits she's unimpressed when he makes these gestures to try and care for her, because he doesn't have the money to do the kind of things she wants done. She's like, oh, isn't that sweet? You bought me a McDonald's. Oh, like, I can understand. Like, if she's just not impressed when he tries to take a masculine role but lacks the funds to be at her standard, then I can understand why he feels like emasculated by the entire relationship, not just this one dinner.
Yeah, I just can't. I can't understand how she doesn't she doesn't understand what she's doing.
Yeah, I think, but plain and simple, they should not be together. They do not fit each other as partners.
Nope. So that's why with the last.
That's my take.
Yeah. That's why with one of the last gals that I was trying to date, and it just didn't work out and whatnot. But what we did, instead of being like just split the bill, is we would go back and forth with who paid, and neither one of us would try to be like overly exuberant on what we got if we were the one not paying, because we were common decency.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing that you need to kind of work out as a couple. Like, Keith is saying that she doesn't want to feel like a leech, and then that means that she should not date a man who wants to provide for her in that way, like who would have his ego boosted by being able to do that. That would be a bad partner, because she would feel like a leech. Even if he was trying to be generous, he would be making her feel bad, and they would be incompatible as partners.
I had a boyfriend a few years ago. Never mind.
Let Keith talk, please. Yeah, she was.
Yeah, Tyr didn't realize it. Talk over him, Keith. Don't worry about it.
No one cares. Go ahead, Keith. Keith?
She's not going to come back.
Aww.
She's not like me, Tyr. She's not going to turn around and say, okay, I'm gonna stop talking if you keep talking over me.
She's basically doing what I did at the start.
I'm sorry.
I was like, fine, you're not going to listen to me. I'll shut up.
Maybe it's my mic that sucks. I don't know.
No, Keith, it wasn't.
No,
your mic.
Tyr has shit internet, so he cuts over on people sometimes and doesn't realize it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just got to talk over him.
Okay. Well, not on my laptop mic. But anyway, I had a boyfriend a few years ago who wanted to pay whenever we went out to eat, and he kept saying, "You're an expensive date," and it just got old. It's like, do you want me to split the bill with you? But I think he declined every time. It's like, all right, fine.
Well, he shouldn't be passive aggressively making you feel guilty about accepting him offering to pay. That is a dick move.
Well, I don't know if he was joking, but I mean, the first one or two times would be funny or whatever, or amusing. But if he does it like every time, then it gets old. It's like, are you trying to tell me?
No, it sounds like he resented you for ordering more than he was wanting to pay for, but also being a little bitch about you wanting to split the bill. So I think this is a guy that is,
I think he's just being an asshole.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't sound like I ordered a bunch of shit. It's not like I ordered a bunch of stuff. I mean, just a regular lunch or whatever.
All right, there's a huge world of difference between, say you go out and it's a modest place and it's a $50 bill. Acceptable. But if you go out to a modest place and it's a $150 bill, yeah, that's fucking excessive.
See, for me, I mean, the way I always handled it with back when I actually, dated, was I'd say, "Oh no, I've got this," and if they say, "No, I'll pay," it's like, "Okay, no, that's fine." Like, I'd always offer, and if they was like fine with me paying, I would. If they wanted to split the bill, that's fine too. I don't really care.
Yeah.
But I would always offer. I mean, it's just what you're meant to do as a man. It's like you offer to pay, or you just pay.
In my youth, I had a lot of cheaper dates, like picnics and stuff, because I was broke. I had just enough money to keep me in a house. So I'm going to find something clever to do and cheaply.
And Ramen is saying it better be someone's birthday if the bill is $150. Oh yeah, like I'm not going to invite any woman to a $150 restaurant. Fuck that.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying that by and large, if I took a woman out, I would say that I was happy to pay the bill, and then on the rare instance that she's like, "Oh no, please, I want to split the bill," like, no, that's fine too.
Well,
I'm not going to make a big deal about it. I'm just going to.
My parents and I went to a restaurant just tonight, and my mom paid for the bill, and it was over $100.
Yeah, I think it's different if you're married, though.
I was going to say it's also very different if you're married because the money then is considered to be both of yours.
Yeah.
Well, usually he pays, but yeah.
Yeah, but like with a marriage, it's different than dating.
Well, I've never been married, unfortunately.
Yeah, from what my parents have told me, because I have never been married either.
Yeah.
I think the only one who has is Angela.
Yes.
And James, but James is...
Well, James was married, but James is also...
Yeah, I'm including just who's on the show currently.
Currently at this time, yeah.
Yes, I used to... Ex-girlfriend, we'd go to, I live right next to a big-ass park, Drew Hill Park. And we'd go there, we'd get a blanket, we'd make lunch, and spend time together.
Yeah.
I was a kid then.
Well, that's the one guy that I dated after my divorce. We were both recently divorced and very broke because of it.
Mm-hmm.
We would literally just hop on the bus and trolley, see where we ended up, grab whatever the cheapest fast food was at the place we were going at, and just hang out in the park. Or he actually took me to the back parking lot of IKEA because Bob Dylan was playing at a outdoor venue that you could actually see and hear everything from that parking lot.
Cool.
Nice.
So I got to see Bob Dylan live.
Nice.
So basically, he thought it's like, hey, I know I can't afford this, but if we go here, it's not the greatest. You can still hear it for free.
Exactly.
And you were the type of person that's just like, fucking bonus.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm like, hey, I get to go listen to Bob Dylan live, and I get to hang out with you.
Yeah.
And it's been a nice day out. So
I remember my favorite of my former girlfriends had a really good solution because we were friends for a long time before we actually became an item. So she didn't mind having me visit her house. She's like, rather than go out to a restaurant, she would just like cook dinner for us, and like we'd have a meal together as our like dates. And I thought that was like really good because she was uncomfortable with me paying because there was an income gap. She was not as well off as I was, but she also felt guilty with me paying. So this was a really good solution. It was like, no, you know, I'll cook dinner for us both, and then that way no one has to pay, you know, restaurant prices. We can just have a nice meal together.
And
No,
I
that was a
like
solution.
something like that a little bit more. It shows character detail and attention. Remember that? Remember way back when we first started doing this, the woman that complained about the guy making dinner for her?
Yeah,
Oh
she
my
wanted to go to the
God.
Capitol Grill.
That is insane.
Yep.
He cooked for her and she went apeshit. Well, she didn't go apeshit.
He
but
cooked her a really good meal. No, she went apeshit.
I mean, I don't
That
remember
was
what the guy was
ridiculous.
that I cooked for.
Cooking's a
her.
basic life skill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he made her this
Which I should
really
learn.
great dinner. It was like steaks, potatoes, some type of green vegetable.
I think it was broccoli.
It looked good.
It was a simple yet good meal.
Yeah, for sure. I think anyone who's willing to make that kind of time investment is obviously someone who cares about the relationship and is someone that you should, I mean, consider taking seriously.
Yeah, and cooking, depending on what you're going to do for it, it's typically not that hard. You just typically want to start with a lot of simpler recipes.
All right, so I've learned this that I can cook to my taste and I can't cook to nobody else's. And my palate.
That's the way it always goes, Tier.
Yeah.
That's a straight up no shit, Sherlock, but I don't have a sound for that.
I can cook to my microwave's taste.
I'm just going to go with you can cook to your own taste and not anybody else's. No shit.
What do we have for Johnny?
Or what of the you can cook to your own taste, nobody else's? Really?
Bruh. Yeah. No, I can use my microwave. That's my cooking skills. And the toaster, but I don't use that anymore.
Your toaster, you can cook to your toaster's taste?
I actually really love to cook. And it's baking season. I'm so happy.
Yeah.
I use my air fryer and my microwave the most. Oh, and then after that would be my rice cooker.
I use my Foreman grill the most to cook my morning steak.
I boil water for ramen.
There you go.
See, I don't do that anymore because I use those like Pyrex style bowls that have the Pyrex lid with them type thing, or the glass lid that you can usually like cook soup or something in. And I'll put the ramen in there with some water and then nuke that. Because I just get the big thing that's the squares and I don't feel like boiling the water on the stovetop. Doing all that shit like it actually calls for.
I was just saying in chat, I hope Undead Ramen appreciated the boiled water that you paid for.
Well, on that one, it was sriracha ramen, which I made yesterday while listening to The Corner. And because I made it a little too brothy one of the noodles actually popped up and hit fucking broth in my right eye, and that was not a fun 15 minutes.
Yeah, I'll bet. Can you see?
Yes.
Good.
Yeah, I could see, like, after it happened, like, I finished chewing those noodles, just like, son of a bitch, this sucks. It's like, just crank my volume on my computer a little bit, walk to the bathroom, just started doing cold water and just rubbing it in my eye.
All right, back. Sorry about that. Thirsty.
It's about. I still want to try, since Ramen said a stew. I need to try my hand at a beef stew again. I didn't do too bad last time, but it did need some more vegetables in it. Which, in other words, means it needed a bit, like about 3 more potatoes and about probably another bag full of baby carrots.
I love cooking. I would go to Walmart and get like this roast chuck you can throw in the slow cooker. It comes with the seasoning, and it comes with like a small chuck roast. Toss that motherfucker in my slow cooker cup, some more vegetables because I think they give you too little. Get an actual fucking onion, toss that shit in there. 8 hours later, dinner.
Wow, they weren't kidding when they said slow.
That's the whole part of a crock pot.
Yeah, that's what it's for.
I'm not waiting that long for food. I'll give you 3 minutes.
No. Well, I usually do it early in the morning. I start about maybe, I'll say 1 o'clock in the morning. No, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, sorry. And then by like 9, 10, it's ready.
Well, Mr. Adam, you don't have to put onion in it.
I had French onion soup. It was good.
Because that's like tomorrow. I'll be taking my little crock pot and putting all the one frozen chicken that I have there that I've been needing to cook and slow cooking that for something or other.
Everything that I quote unquote cook takes 3 minutes or less, whether that's a cup of tea or a microwave meal, or that's basically it. 3 minutes is your limit. I'm not going over that.
Is that your hard time for
now,
everything?
not in 8 hours.
Is that your hard time for everything, Terry?
Yeah. Sure, why not?
3 minutes, take it or leave it.
I mean, there's not going to be any woman to experience the 3 minutes, so it's not really significant, I suppose.
I've had meatballs. I had meatballs with the slow cooker, but I've never had lasagna in the slow cooker, and I want to try that one day. Really quick, guys. I want to do a slate life story by. Yeah.
Did you want a pot cleanser before that?
What'd you say?
Did you want a pot cleanser before that?
You're muffled.
Oh, I see it.
Oh, shit.
There you go.
So did you want a palate cleanser before that?
Yeah, palate cleanser.
Let me change my fucking levels again. Go to this. You got it showing?
Yeah.
So this is babies with Scottish accents.
Oh, yes, I know this.
Hi. Hey, you. Is that nice? Aye. Aye. Are you doing a poo? Aye. Aye. You're funny. Aye. You're black dad. I have to keep telling you. I can't catch no one. I'm not catching no one. I'm catching no one. It's downstairs. Me one out there. You want the garlic meal out Aldi? Yeah. What else do you want me to get you? What else did you get me? Nothing. Sausages for the caravan. I ate two. You ate 2 of them, did you? I ate the sausage too. Somebody got me sausage too. Yeah. Somebody got them. Yeah. For the caravan. For the caravan,
Okay, she
excited?
cracks me up.
Aww.
What?
What? What did you get from Santa? Teddy. Come get your teddy.
What's wrong with you?
Fucking season.
You're what?
Fucking season.
Oh my god!
Snails, crocodiles, spiders in the toilet.
Oh no.
My baby did that. Baby.
No way.
And my baby did a bad word. He said, "No fucking grand." And so is my baby. When we had grandpapas.
You got to see ya.
Was that my baby?
Was it a baby at school or was it you?
That's my baby. My baby girl did that.
Did she? Let's go for this.
I know.
Hello. 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 Hello.
Stop it. Stop it. Don't call me a dick. Stop calling me that. No, you call me a dick. No. Grounded. Give me that juice back.
Keep working.
Don't call me that. You want to
baby
that?
did it. Oh, baby. What? Yeah.
I will go over to here and I will throw it in this chat. Oh, God, that always makes me laugh.
Fucking freezing your dick.
I'm dying.
It's like the fucking freezing, the dick, and the sausages for the caravan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aye.
Oh, I can't always read that. What is that?
What is it?
Oh.
Thank you, Rod. That cleansed my soul. All right. Let me post it back in the plate thing back in the chat. So, and where did I put? There it is. Ready? My dear Prudence, my husband and I hosted the weekly family dinner ever since my in-laws sold their house for a retirement community. We are the only ones with the space to entertain since we have a lovely enclosed deck, grill, and fire pit. My sister-in-law is going through a divorce. My simpy is gone because she uses family dinner to dump her 3 kids, ages 3 to 9, and go out and party. My in-laws both use walkers and can't really watch the baby, let alone keep up with the 2 older kids from acting out. I'm running ragged trying to cook and keep the kids from killing themselves. My husband usually works right up to dinner in his home office, so I'm left to shoulder the burden. This wasn't a problem when both parents were there to parent. But my brother-in-law is off screwing his co-worker while my sister-in-law is out on her own hot and heavy end. What? Wants to get her own hot and heavy end. Oh, okay.
Her sister-in-law is looking.
I'm trying to cook. Yeah. I recently was trying to cook while holding the baby when the other 2 kids got into a fight in the upstairs den, and the younger one hit his face on the glass coffee table and lost a tooth. Oh my God.
Wow.
It was a baby tooth, but the scream scared us all to death, and my mother-in-law nearly fell trying to get upstairs. My sister-in-law decided to ream me out for not properly watching her kids. I decided to say I was sorry, and the solution was her kids weren't be over unless she was there to watch. and this put the fox in the hen house. And that put the fox in the hen house. Everyone is upset with me, especially my sister-in-law, who is sulking about my lack of support. My in-laws say they will miss the kids, and my husband thinks I'm going too far. I'm ready to end all with the dinners. I think you are correct, madam. You are in the clear.
If anything, I'd be saying to contact the brother as well, since it's the father of the kids, being like, look, I understand you got a thing you're hot and heavy with and that whole thing, but if your wife's going to be dumping your kids here, your ass is going to come pick them up. Otherwise, I'm going to start calling Child Protective Services, and I'm going to be the major asshole. But this is also me drinking and being a dick.
Yeah, I think the sister-in-law is a cunt. Based on that story, the sister-in-law is a complete cunt.
Yeah, sister-in-law's a cunt. Bitch, watch it. They're not my kids. Yeah, that's what I would say. They're not my kids. I'm not supposed to be watching them.
Exactly.
Pay for a babysitter or watching your damn self. Wait a minute. They're still fighting the closet, Sean. Then lock them in separate closets. Ramen, duh. That's an easy solution.
That'll go a bit old school on them, being like, look, y'all want to keep this shit up because your mama's out? Guess what? That puts me in charge. Next one you do is, I'm going to whoop your ass. I'm going to make you cut the switch.
Wow.
Sometimes you got to go a little bit biblical. Not fully biblical to where it's getting like, sending bears to kill kids because they made fun of a bald guy.
Again.
All I'm saying is that God should have let Abraham go through with it.
Some Old Testament justice right there. Is that our problem if they fight in the closet?
That or just buy a healthy supply of duct tape. Duct tape their hands together and their feet together.
There you go.
Problem fucking solved.
So my mother had a perfect solution to when my cousins and them act up. She would make us face the wall and put a book on our head. That book moved, we were getting our ass whipped. Solved a lot of issues.
I think I'd probably just push the book off and take the beating. It's got to be better than standing there with a book on your head for hours on end.
My grandma was worse.
My grandma wasn't for hours on end. Because my dad got an ass whooping regardless of who was in trouble, whether it was him or his brother or sister. He never really took hands up against me. I never really got spanked too often and everything. But to kind of use the old Christopher Titus joke in that whole thing is, my parents were nonviolent. My fear is that they would forget that they were nonviolent.
Laugh my ass off. No, my mom would beat me, then put the book back on my head, and that was her way of punishment. God damn.
It sounds like the sister-in-law is not doing anything to raise the kids. It's like not really doing anything to raise the kids anymore, considering the fact, her and her ex-husband, got divorced because he started fucking someone else from the sounds of it. Not necessarily a guarantee, but that whole thing. And they both are shirking their responsibility and forgetting that, they have children.
Rodney, you're going in and out.
Children. Fucking SoundPad, fucking with my goddamn levels. All right, that's it. I'm done with SoundPad for the night. Motherfucker.
Next thing you know, we're going to say something like, I should have had my fucking SoundPad up to that one.
Probably, but I don't care anymore.
I would just get the belt when I was a kid. Yeah, so did I.
I never got a belt. I got a rolled up newspaper like I was a dog.
Tari, you're AI. You didn't have a childhood.
Oh.
Wow.
That you could always do the whole thing where you give the kids a challenge that's actually something to help them. Kind of like some of the constructive things we did in the military.
Really?
Yeah, push-ups and sit-ups. They want to be stupid, at least make them strong.
All right, so I tell this story and no one believes me, but I swear to God, this is the honest to God truth. My grandmother threw a shoe at me, an old timey flip flop, and me being the genius that I thought I was, I thought I ducked it down by going around the corner down the hallway. I swear that motherfucking shoe followed me. Like she must have had some Australian in her because that motherfucker became a boomerang.
Yeah, because she hit you with the fucking chancla.
No,
she brought up shit from the ancients and hit you with the fucking chancla.
Yes, sir.
I swear.
Bro, I've seen enough goddamn videos of like shit being like.
That's a heat-seeking missile, dude.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck she did, that motherfucker followed me and it hit me square in the face. You can't outrun a flip flop though. Aerodynamic. I guess ramen. That's. Whew. What was that? Oh. Hold on. Oh, restart my update. Okay. My leather chopper will go around the damn corner regularly. I lift my food and my kids knew to run. Oh man.
Yeah, when it comes to the punishment thing, that's why, like I said, my dad didn't want to pull the same thing necessarily that his parents did, which quite literally was if one of them got in trouble, y'all was getting an ass whooping. And by y'all, I do mean all three of them.
That seems kind of dumb.
My grandfather had some issues. One of them was probably the fact that he was 18, the 18th of the, I think it was 20 to 25 surviving, or he was the 18th surviving of like 20 kids.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and his father was like the legally insane. Like my grandfather was basically raised by his eldest brother. Because pretty much after, he got hung by his diaper and his father was throwing hatchets at him, his brother was like, yeah, this ain't fucking happening no more.
The fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Married 100% Cherokee woman and went fucking and was fucking insane. So I got the insanity on there. My mom's side of the family. Apparently I'm related to the actual Captain Morgan.
Yeah.
Sounds cool, but when you actually know part of his story, you're like, yeah, he's kind of a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, this is just explaining more and more of my genetics. Like, if we could go through and find the whole thing, like, I'm pretty sure in all technicality, I'm legal Native American. And I don't even care about trying to get any money. I just want to be able to use that shit for either school or plausibly hunting. So I think depending on the area, depending on the place, I can use it for free hunting and fishing licenses.
Well, we've crossed the 2-hour mark. And,
I haven't been fishing in 100 years. I really should go in there.
I think it's
fine. Filthy Frank time because Terry had to go eat.
I do.
Well,
Terry
I'm pretty sure Terry does not run on air.
Nope.
Yeah, Terry's one of those like polite folks that try to eat while being on a stream.
Yeah.
Like I did on Thursday on Johnny's.
Rodney, we doing talking to Void this week?
Yes, tomorrow after being on Quippers United and everything, we will be doing a Talking to the Void. I have no idea of a subject, but we will figure something out.
Sweet. Rodney is doing. He decided to alternate between doing the movie reviews and the Talking into the Void. this week is a talking to the void week, so expect us to shoot the shit, which is always fun.
Since I got it, well, before we get to that, I forgot to bring it up. I didn't do. There it is. That's the new background I'm looking at, which is retarded.
Hey, I'm talking. I like it too.
There.
All right, Ty.
Yes.
Has Breitbart News gotten back to you about hosting on their show, their channel?
No.
Fuck. I heard Tenet is looking for a host.
Well, I'm happy to join that team. It'd be cool to be on the same channel as Matt Christensen.
I really think you should honestly, this is my honest to God opinion. I really think you should try to get in with Ethan Klein. He needs a co-host for Leftovers.
That would be interesting.
He needs a co-host who's going to tell him he's retarded.
But also,
Exactly.
I don't hate Israel nearly as much as Hassan Piker, so I probably would be a better choice for him.
The View, I hear the View is hiring.
Yeah. That would also be very interesting to do.
Kyiverdam Mantis, you can find him on Mr. Adams Monday nights. You can find him with the lovely Kefk and Mr. Adams playing video games, mainly fighting games. Hopefully, I can get the Fightcade set up and I could join in a few days. You can also find him on Hammers Wednesday night with the lovely Gentile Maxi and the sagacious One-Ton Hammer. You can find him on Hellcat's gaming streams, whenever Hellcat does a gaming stream. You can find him on the next 6 minutes' live streams. You can find him on The Corner with Frosty Glass, Jack Gunsky, and Moonshot, though they put it out yesterday.
Yeah, they did.
You can find him on Quippers United with, again, Jack Gunsky and Frosty Glass, and usually you can find him with James Colley. Angela, will you be on Quippers tonight?
I am.
Yay. So 3/3 of the shit. I'm going to be the only midnight crew that's not going to be there. Fuck.
Damn.
Go to hell.
Wow.
I'll be there in spirit.
No, fine, ruin it for everyone.
Keep the darkie away. Jack added a no darkie rule, so I guess I can't play.
I have to thank him for that.
Wow. What else are you?
I mean, as long as we're not playing any of the new Jackbox games, we should be good.
Yeah, those games are ass.
Well, TKO was fun, and I did not actually hate the Don't Worry Me one.
I think what's the one that we abandoned? I can't remember the name of it. Where you have like the secret role. I think that could have been good if
the hypnotize one.
If you took it seriously instead of like shit posting like we were.
Yeah.
I think that could be a good game, but
and it was just one round.
Yeah. But I think if a group of people took that game seriously and played it properly, I think it would be fun. But that's not the kind of group that would be playing it if it was on Quippers United. So they're definitely not going to fit.
No.
And again, it's far too long. We were playing it, and it was just the first round. Like, what the fuck?
And I don't think it was too long. I think people were tired from the first 3 games, so they're kind of already wanting to stop. And
yeah.
In fact, it made it feel longer.
Granted, the first game was actually pretty fun for a drawing game.
Yeah, for a drawing game, that was pretty fun. Am I forgetting something?
We did I like the time game too.
The time game is okay. I didn't like it, but I mean it's fine.
I like pissing off Sangin, so
that was the selling point for that one.
Yeah.
Just
Samesies.
Me and Sanguine.
Fucking saying it so pissed. Stop jinxing with me.
Damn
But the thing was,
God damn it.
no, but the thing was, of course, people were going to jinx with him. He kept putting the right answer. So if someone else also gets the right answer, they're going to match with him. Like, I don't know what he was getting so mad about.
No, because he likes to blow everyone out of the water on those types of games.
Well,
I'm
he
still
did.
pissed about that fucking murder trivia party win of his. He dies. He's losing the entire round, and then out of nowhere, this motherfucker wins.
Yeah, I mean, you only have to win the final round. That's the only round that actually means anything.
Maybe we call that the Sanguine game.
Yeah, maybe. But any trivia game is the Sanguine game.
Lord Master just knows too much.
That he does.
Well, don't murder party the most. I don't know.
It's Jack. Just make fun of him for being a Muslim furry.
He's not Muslim.
I love how you said he's not Muslim, but he is a furry.
He unironically, he is a furry.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Huh.
The more you know. Dun, 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 dun.
The more you know, the less you want to. I know.
Sometimes, yeah.
Rainforest.
Keith, are you doing anything other than singing for birthdays?
Not these days. Maybe in the future.
Well,
I've only been on here because of Thanksgiving break.
And
I've been working only 4 days a week.
It's been good that you've been able to be on streams this week because, I haven't seen you in a while. Like actually, on a stream.
Yeah, I typically see her in chat.
The fact that I was on a bunch of streams this week, it's like,
Yeah, no, it's good to see.
Yeah.
Almost definitely.
It was a lot.
Hopefully, we could have you again. I mean, it's fun.
Kyiv lives that second shift life like I do.
Yeah. It was just a sudden change from not being on streams at all to being on a bunch of streams.
It goes sometimes.
Call him Muslim because he doesn't like bacon on his cheeseburger. Yeah.
Now I remember that joke. Yeah. Now I remember.
Well, as long as it's not American cheese, because that shit is garbage in my opinion.
Yeah.
Pepper Jack. Only cheese that goes on the cheeseburger. Excuse me.
Cheddar works.
Okay, cheddar works too. Angela, are you doing anything? Have you gotten your stream started yet?
I have not gotten anything up and running yet. Trust me, as soon as I get something up and running, it's going to show up in our Discord.
Sweet.
If you're trying to get on the corner, apparently you just either need to call Frosted out on a stream, or just tell him you want to be on one. He'll basically ask when it works out for you.
Yeah.
He knows I'm off of Fridays until next year.
God damn.
You just let him know, and he can typically work with that.
Yeah.
That's what happened with me and him when I went on.
Yeah, he contacted me on
He's even
Discord.
willing to reschedule the show because the only way Quiz can be on is if we stream on Saturday instead of Fridays. And Frosted's moved the show to accommodate people. So
yeah,
yes.
Just talk to him, and he'll probably be able to work something out.
Yeah, he contacted me on Discord.
There you go.
Sweet. Looking forward to it. I'll probably see the replay because I work second shift as well.
Yeah.
I can only listen. I can't watch or really post in chat, especially since the supervisor is strict.
I can't go at all because technically I work in an area where I'm not even supposed to have my phone.
Did you see yesterday's stream? Me, Gunsky, Dalla.
Yes, because while you were off gallivanting into something else, who knows, whatever, and that I brought up while watching the corner, I ended up getting a bit of watcher arm and broth, and it got into my eye because of slurping a noodle. Apparently, they decided to fucking whip me. Quite seriously, Bloody Road Gnomes was the only thing I could think of. But I think we should probably
Yeah.
Actually, wrap this up.
Wrap that shit up. Fine. As always, we will be here Saturday nights, starting at 11:55. James is usually off and on, but hopefully James can stay a whole goddamn stream.
Yeah.
James knows I love him, so it's not that bad.
Yeah, the way it goes.
Yeah, this is the way it goes. If you look at the chat, top of the chat, pinned comment, there is a GoFundMe to help James out. He has recently lost his job and he just needs a little help, So if you can donate something, you can't. It's all good. You can, please do. It's also in the description of this episode. I don't know who I'm grabbing for next week. I have off that weekend, so I'm probably going to be on the corner not the corner. I'm probably going to be on Quippers that Sunday. So, yay. Aside from that, that's about it. Thank you guys for coming out and joining us. Come again. Parting shots, parting words.
I guess not.
Nothing? All right.
No. I mean,
night, guys.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Later.
Laters.
Bye.
And with that, the midnight show has been brought to a close. Get out of here, you little bastards! Fucking little trash-eating pandas. From the Midnight Crew, I told you to get out of here. We'd like to thank you for joining us. I want to fill you bastards full of lead. We'd also like to thank our guests for joining us. That's 3 of you down. How many more of you fuckers are there? Please join us again next week. I'll keep shooting. I got a lot of ammo.